Planning is essential. There, I said it. It's so important. It's important not only for your ability to manage your time and to get stuff done, but it's also really important for our mental health. First and foremost, planning saves time. Yes, you have that right. The time that you put into planning saves you time in the long run. People often have a tendency to think that planning is not in your work, or that they don't have time for it. But a little bit of planning goes a long way in terms of using your time efficiently. Let's think back to our single system and how we prioritize our workload so that it happens when it needs to happen. What we're really doing here is front-loading our decisions while planning our work. Let me describe a situation for you that you might find familiar. Get into the office and grab your coffee. Sit down at your desk and open your laptop. Then you spend 10 minutes looking at your list and thinking, what should I focus on today? Decide what to work on, you do it, and then later in the day, you think to yourself, okay, what should I work on now? Planning eliminates all of this. You've already made the decision about when to do what you need to do. So when you sit down to work, all you have to do is start plugging right away. No more wasted moments interrupting your day. Now let's talk about planning at a bit of a higher level. When you set your goals, you can plan out what you need to do to achieve those goals. And you can break it down into steps you need to do and when you need to do them. In the active planning, you may see some potential pitfalls and you'll have the opportunity to course correct before you even start working. You won't go down as many wrong paths and you'd have as many false starts. You're effectively separating the high-level thinking from the doing, which allows you to do the doing more efficiently. Studies have shown that when you plan, you accomplish the goal or project about 20% faster than you would have if you didn't spend that time planning upfront. And you run into fewer obstacles along the way. Now, I hear you saying, but I'm not a planner. Planning stresses me out. I like to be spontaneous and live in the moment. I'm going to ask you to challenge yourself on the belief that you're not a planner. Plans can be flexible. In fact, they're meant to be flexible. Think of the plan as the default, but the default can change. Often people view planning as cumbersome and then feel stressed. Unlike the planning itself is a waste if we can't stick with the plan. I view planning as 1, time saving in the long run, and 2, a source of freedom. On the first point, if you spend 10 minutes today planning out what you need to do tomorrow, or 30 minutes this weekend planning out your week, you're going to save hours over the following day or week. While planning, you're thinking about all the things that you need to do at once and prioritizing appropriately. Then you're able to spend the next day or the next week executing instead of thinking over and over about what you need to do. However, I think the most important point that I want to make here is that having a plan can actually provide freedom. As long as you view your plan as flexible guide instead of a master, planning actually provides relief from stress. In fact, there was a recent study that showed that planning is as effective as deep breathing and meditation for relieving stress. You may be surprised by this, but I wasn't at all. A plan provides freedom from anxiety because you know what you need to do. Freedom from wasting time because you spend your time acting instead of rehearsing. And freedom from overthinking because you freed up your brain space by putting everything you need to do in your plan. Planning is what lets you be flexible and spontaneous without feeling stressed. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you found these tips helpful in boosting your efficiency, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. For those of you looking to take your game to the next level, consider checking out the resources in the description to unlock exclusive strategies tailored just for you. And before you go, make sure to check out the next video on our channel for even more insights and techniques to supercharge your efficiency. Remember, with the right tools and mindset, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Until next time, stay focused and stay productive.